Back to Wellness Spot, and I can't tell you how happy I am. We are talking about the truth of belly fat, and that's something Luke has already revealed right here on Afternoons with Annie. And you've heard about it on radio for the first time here with me. And the truth is, of course, other than the fact that you have overeaten and under-exercised, which is my story, the other is that there could be a hormonal imbalance. Now, there are a few things we can do and we must do. And that is, one is, of course, get back to exercising, portion control, and eat only when you're hungry. I mean, that is such a boon, because I used to do that. And then we have parents and others telling us that if you're going to do that, it's not going to help you. And now here comes Luke, who with a very scientific explanation with enough research that has gone behind it, tells me that our body functions the best when we eat only when we're truly, truly hungry. I like the idea, Luke, of, 30, 40 minutes of waiting period, before we start eating. I think that's working wonders. Luke, it's so good to have you back, and I can't wait to continue the conversation about belly fat.
Thanks, Annie. It's good to be here.
So you have been, disclosing some truths that people have not heard of before, and they're very, very happy that they're finding out about it right now. How can we improve this further when it comes to the truth about belly fat?
So there's another one, Annie. People, today there's a new pandemic. It's been going on for a while. I call it a very silent pandemic, which has its connection with early deaths, cardiovascular deaths, young people dying with heart attacks, cancer connections, why some people recover from COVID so well and some don't, a strong immune system and a weak immune system. I'm talking about sleep deprivation. It's a silent pandemic. Things are not going to get better. You can be having organic food, supplements, gym trainers, you can be meditating and chanting, but if you are sleep deprived, you are going to have problems. And very few people know that your belly fat and your sleep deprivation are connected. There is science today, medical science, showing us that when we're sleep deprived, we wake up with higher cortisol levels. When cortisol is high, estrogen goes up. When estrogen goes up, testosterone goes down, and you store more belly fat. It changes the way our bodies handle insulin. So with sleep deprivation, we become insulin resistant, which again means that we are going to store fat in our belly region and other parts of the body. So people need to understand that sleep deprivation is a huge problem, and it is also connected with your belly fat, with diabetes, with your thyroid problem, with everything. It creates inflammation in the human body, and chronic inflammation is a bad thing. It is the number one cause of obesity in men, women, and young children today. So we need to understand that while you're doing everything, and it doesn't mean your life has to become boring. I sleep by 9:30, 10, and I'll wake up way before sunrise, and still I'll work, I'll have time with my family, I'll watch a little bit of content, maybe a serial one day or a movie maybe every 3 days. It's all about planning your day, your time. You can still do it all, but you don't have a 24-hour day anymore. You only have a 16-hour day. I have a 16-hour day because 8 hours is for sleep. So you have 16 hours to make the most extraordinary day that you would like to live. Because if you plan 24, you're going to compromise your sleep. Eventually, it's the easiest thing to compromise. So sleep and belly fat directly connected with each other.
That is beautiful. There's more about this. I think in every conversation we've had till date, Luke, sleep has always been topmost priority. Sleep is what gives us a daily R&R. And if we do not give our body sleep, then I guess we will not recuperate and will not be productive. Over a period of time, we see the effects of this. But when it comes to chronic illnesses and going by the cycle of, eat when you're hungry, or for that matter, even the importance of sleep, how do you break that down further?
So, we spoke about a hormonal imbalance. So anyone who has a thyroid problem, anyone who has diabetes, they already have a hormonal imbalance because insulin is a hormone. It's out of balance. Thyroxine is a hormone. It's out of balance. So when you have any problem with your endocrine system, which involves thyroid or diabetes, you have a hormonal imbalance. And that's why people with diabetes and thyroid, they struggle to lose that weight. So to lose that weight, people have to put their diabetes and their thyroid into remission by making lifestyle changes, by taking their medication, working with their doctors, changing their lifestyle. As their lifestyle changes, their blood parameters get better. And guess what? The doctor is the happiest person to get them off medication. There are some doctors which you should change if they tell you that, hey, you need to be on this medication for a lifetime. You don't have to. If you're willing to change, and I'll tell you why, because as we speak, there are thousands of people across the world who are no longer diabetic. who no longer have a thyroid problem. They've done it by changing their lifestyle and weaning off the medication. So I think sometimes, humans have to be also smarter. If you have a doctor who's not willing to get you better, of course, there are some conditions where you will need medication for a lifetime. But for lifestyle diseases, absolutely not. If it's poor lifestyle caused your disease and your weight gain, it is correct lifestyle that can put it into remission and even reverse it. So we have to also be informed. You don't want to be with a professional, with a nutritionist, with a doctor who doesn't believe that you can get better or is not willing to put in the effort and investment in you to guide you to get better. So you see, these are all hormonal imbalances, and they can change when we change our lifestyle. So that's sleep, right nutrition, right quality, right time, your exercise, not too much, not too little, recovery, and of course, looking after your stress levels, because we know there's a direct impact of chronic stress on your belly fat and your hormones, which you now know are interconnected with one another.
That's brilliant. I guess there are very simple things that we keep repeating, and almost every disease that we know of and is increasing, by the way, every day in our country and across the world is something we can tackle by only making a small shift in our lifestyle, which is the choices we make. And if we do pick the right ones, I think we will not need to worry about our health anymore. And that's exactly what the intention of Wellness Spot is. And look, Coutinho has been spot on when it comes to the thoughts and ideas that we can practice without, really thinking too much about it. Something that comes very naturally to us. Thank you so much for this, Luke. I'll catch you next week again.
Thanks, Annie. Take care.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from Radio 1.